Welcome to a three-part series where I'll walk you through my pre, during, and post-shave routines.
Shave it up!
Hey everybody, Clean Shaver here, and it is part one that we're going to be talking about my pre-shave routine. I've had a few people ask me about it, what I do. Everybody's a little bit different, but I figured, what the heck? Let's give you guys a little glimpse into what I do generally for my pre-shave routine. Now, this is video one of a three-part series. If it is past the, if it's past December 9th, 2016, you'll be able to watch my during shave routine. And if it's past December 16th, then it's going to be you'll be able to watch my post-shave routine as well. I'll just be releasing them one at a time over the next 3 weeks. So this is gonna be my pre-shave routine, and let's talk a little bit about it. So there's an old adage that is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And I believe that really to be true for shaving routines, meaning that the preparation for a shave is just as important as the during and the post-shave routine. In fact, probably more important. And so let's walk through just a little bit of that. Generally, when I pick my pre-shave routine, or my pre-shave routine varies. It's my entire shave routine is kind of in flux depending on where I am. Okay, and so the three variables that I plug into there are first, time, because let's face it, shaving this way, if you want it to be enjoyable and you want it to be effective, it takes time, it takes effort. And if you don't have a lot of time, then that significantly changes things. Second is what happened to my last shave. Did I get cut a lot? Did I get a lot of irritation? Has it been several days since my last shave? Those are variables that you need to take into consideration. And then third is my desired result. So am I looking for a baby butt smooth shave that is just fantastic? Or do I just need something passable for the day? You know, say it's Saturday afternoon and I'm going out on Saturday night. I don't necessarily need anything that's amazing. I just need something that's passable. So those are some factors to consider in there. So let's say I have all the time in the world. This is just my regular shave routine where I want to enjoy my shave and take my time. First thing that I'm going to do is I generally like to shower before I shave. That's just me. Not everybody feels the need to do that. At bare minimum, I will at least wash my face with a regular bath bar of some sort, or a face wash if you have sensitive skin or oily skin. An acne face wash or something like that will work as well. I generally just use whatever's in the shower, and it works for me. A lot of people really like to look at pre-shave oils or gels. I generally don't use them that much. Not saying that they aren't effective or that they don't have their place. I have used some that have been effective in the past. I generally just find that I don't really need them. That's just me. Other people might be different. The first part of my real shave routine, once I get in here, is picking out my soap. And I'll tell you why here in just a second. But I have my fancy selfie stick ready to help walk you through this routine back on my shelf. Hang on just a second. All right, now back at my shelf, generally what I do when I'm picking out my shave, I pick my soap first. The reason why is because I like to let my soap bloom. Now, there's a lot of controversy about that. I'm not getting into that. I generally like to do it just because I like to do it as part of my routine. You don't like it? Oh well, it's not your routine, it's mine. Okay, I pick out my soap depending on how I'm feeling, and I don't necessarily plan it out ahead of time. I just kind of say, okay, let's see what I have and pick it out from there, what I want to smell like or what I want my experience to be like. Today, let's see, I think I'm digging, let's see, Captain's Choice Bay Rum, got some Mike's soaps up there, I got some Soap Commander, some Martin de Condre. Tough choice. This is tougher than I thought. Hang on. I think I figured it out. So it's nighttime right now when I'm shooting, and I think I'm going to do a nice relaxing shave, a nice way to wind down at the end of the night, and that is going to be Soap Commander Devotion. Amber and lavender. Good scent combo, good way to relax at the end of the night. So let's show you what I do with it. Now generally what I'll do with a soap is like I said, I like to bloom it. So I'm going to unscrew the lid. Sorry for the wobbly camera work here. And let's get some warm water going. I like to bloom my soap. So like I said, it's not necessary. Let's see, let's get some warm water. Not everybody likes to do this, but I like to fill my tub of soap. If it's a real soft soap, I generally don't do it, like a Katie's Bubbles or a Dr. John's. That's pretty soft, but I like to let that soak for just a little bit. And then I'll leave that running and let the sink fill up with some warm water. And then I'll go get my brush. Now while that's filling up, let's get my brush. So brush choices, depends on what you want it to do. And I really don't plan ahead of time. I just kind of decide on the fly what I'm going to use. So let's see. Let's go with, let's see, I'm going to go with, Noah's little toy razor just fell in the trash. Better get it. Hang on. Oh my gosh. You see what happens when I try to work with one hand? This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to choose my brush guy, my Matthew Martin brush guy, Noah brush. Then, once I picked up my brush and I've got a full sink of water, set it in there and let it soak. Now, if you have an animal hair brush, it's helpful to let the brush soak. But if you have a synthetic brush, not really necessary, because the synthetic brush won't actually pick anything up. It won't absorb water, but the animal fibers will. Now, last but not least is my choice of razor. And so to do that, I generally just go to my razor cabinet, and like I said, I don't pick anything ahead of time. Let's unlock it with my one hand. My left hand at that. I'm right-handed. See what I do for you folks. All right. So, like I said, I don't pick anything ahead of time. I just kind of see what tickles my fancy, and let's go for the Hone Type 15A. This one's already got a blade in it, so I'm not worried about that. You'll notice I do lock up my razors, at least the ones that have blades in them, so that kids won't get into it. But now, got my razor, let's get ready to shave. All right, so now that I've got all my stuff put together, I have my soap blooming, and I have my brush soaking, and then I have my razor picked out. Next thing I'll do is I'll inspect my face. So I don't mean that to sound weird. It's really just that I look at the growth, and your hair grows differently. Say, for instance, I know that my hair on my neck grows in different directions. So right here, it actually grows down and to the right a little bit. Over here, it grows mostly to the right. Over here, it grows up and to the right. It's generally that way, but it just kind of swoops around. And so I need to kind of check that out. I also know that, you see that right there, that's a little bit of a cut from the other day. So I need to just make sure I know what's going on with my face and kind of inspect it. And I know that I have a cut up here on my head from the other day. So it's a good idea for you to just take a second, refresh what your face is like right now, so you know what to watch out for in the future when you're shaving. Then what I'll do is I'll take the bloom water. If I used a bloom water, like I said, if I used a soft soap, I don't generally bloom it. So, but in this case, I did bloom it, and there's some nice bloom water on there. Absorb some of the oils and just kind of, it smells nice, gets your face going, and that's it, okay? Then, it's time to start building a lather. So that's pretty much my pre-shave routine. So I'd like to hear now, what do you do? Go ahead and put it down in the comments section below, or if you'd like, I've also created this handy little survey, a link in the description as well. If you wouldn't mind filling that out, I'd love to see what people are doing, and you can see the results as they pour in, and just kind of see what other people are doing and get ideas for ways that you can improve your own pre-shave routine. So that's it for my pre-shave routine video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out next week when I do the during the shave routine. I'm actually going to film that right now. You're just gonna have to wait until next week to see it. So that's it for my pre-shave routine video. Be smooth, shave it up. See you next time, guys.